Okay, generator number 2. This is a Generac 5500 watt, I believe. Yep, 5500 XL. Unfortunately, it's only pull start. I had one of these a number of years ago. It was electric start and pull start. This one here is unfortunately just pull start. I paid, I believe, $220 for this generator, the way it sits. I've already checked the oil. It's got brand new, clean golden oil. I have not yet removed the air filter. The fuel is a little on the raunchy side. Will it run? It should. I'll probably end up putting true fuel in this, since that's what I pretty much do with all of my generators. Again, bought it unknown condition. It's got this really nice cart. I was originally going to keep the cart for myself, but I'll probably let the cart go with the generator. It's very clean. Again, unknown hours on this, but judging by its overall condition, it probably doesn't have very many hours. I already have it in the on position. I don't know if the fuel's on. So it has one of these terrible fuel valves right there. So we're going to turn on the fuel or turn the fuel the other direction, which could be on. There's no drips. Everything's all nice and dry. I believe back is choke on these. And we'll give it a few pulls and see what happens. There's no rust on the exhaust. All that is in good shape. It's got a new oil filter on it as well, a Wix filter. Over on this side of the outputs, you got your 12 volt output, you got your 110, and then you got your screw lock ones. I texted my neighbor about the other generator, waiting to hear back. He's a teacher, so he's still at work right now. But let's just give this a pull. May have to do that off camera or get some go-go juice sprayed in there and see what happens that way. Yeah, I'll go grab a screwdriver, pop off that air filter, and we'll give this a few pulls. Okay, got the air filter off. It's decent, not the greatest, but not the worst. Let's try and spray some carburetor cleaner in it. Yeah, choke is closed. Open the choke up. Close the choke. Let's give it a pull and see what happens. Let's make sure we're turned on. I assume that's on. Let's not assume anything and just give it another pull. Okay, I'm going to have to do this off camera. Don't want to make you guys dizzy. Okay, it ran. It has output. Most likely needs that carburetor gone through. It definitely took a bit. Normally I don't like using ether. I normally just use carburetor cleaner, but carburetor cleaner isn't as good as it used to be. So I sprayed some ether. It fired up and ran. So for the time it did run, it actually ran pretty good. So that's on towards the back. All the way back is choke on these. All the way forward is choke off. But there we go. All I cared about is that it will run and that it has output at this point right now. So that's all I care about on this. I can dig into it at a later date. That's the plan. Like I said, I'm not into this for very much. So the plan is just to make sure it does run, to verify, and go from there. As for checking all the outputs, that's not as big of a deal on a generator like this. It's more of a bigger deal on the other generator. But if I can get it running, I'll get my neighbor to check this one at the same time. But definitely took a few pulls. It's got a lot of compression. So I don't think it's going to start back up. No. So yeah, it's going to need the fuel system gone through and checked over. It's not leaking, which is good, unless I got the fuel turned back off. I don't quite know. The fuel should run. It doesn't smell horrible, but it's definitely not the freshest. That's why when it comes to stuff like this, I do prefer running the true fuel. So there we go. Both generators, I know separate videos, they run, they both have output. I'll talk to them later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment.